Hi there, my name is Dave Vasconcelos and I work for a company here in Portland called ProSearch. We're a recruiting and staffing firm, which means that we work with our client companies to help them find people to come and work for them. And on the flip side of that, we are certainly working with individuals to help them find employment, find jobs, whether it's a temporary job, what we call temp to hire, which means someone starts as our employee and then transitions to work permanently for one of our clients, and then recruiting as well. So we work with all types of businesses here in Maine, both large and small, from big publicly traded companies down to startups. Since the age of 12, I've lived in Maine and grew up in southern Maine in the Portland area, and went away to school, went to Villanova University, which is outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and some of you may know the name of that because they're most famous the last couple of years for having won the men's NCAA college basketball tournament. So that's been a lot of fun as an alumnus of that to live that with my kids as well. So my question for you for the icebreaker is, what was my first phone, my first portable phone? Was it a slide phone, one of those ones that you kind of slide up and the keyboard is underneath? Was it an iPhone, which I know a lot of you are familiar with now and certainly probably have? Or was it a phone that was attached to my car? I'll give you a second. Well, the answer to that is that I actually had a phone installed in my car, and it was the coolest thing. There were companies that you would bring your car, then it'd be a big handset, and they'd put in a mic in your phone, a mic into your car via wire, and just thought it was the coolest thing. And you would think it's absolutely the worst thing in the world now, given all that iPhones do. So ProSearch, to give you a little bit more sense of kind of who we are and what differentiates ourselves, is one thing that we try to really make sure our clients know is that our focus is Maine, and that we love bringing people to Maine. We love keeping people in Maine employed, giving them opportunities for career growth, and we do that by working closely with our clients. They'll come to us and say, hey, here's a specific need, whether it is an accountant or maybe a technical professional, or maybe, as I indicated before, we do temporary staff, so they have a project that needs to be completed. And we go out and work within our network of individuals who are either actively looking for a job or what we call passively looking for a job, and interview them, fully look at their credentials and make sure their experience matches up, and then introduce them to our clients. So it's really fun because we are working with people, helping them find their next job or their interim job. It can be first time job out of college. We work with a lot of folks who have recently graduated and help them get that first professional opportunity. And that's one thing that is really important to us, is making sure that we're speaking to our candidates and to our clients in a fashion, in a way that really is honest, is transparent, meaning that we're keeping them fully informed of what we know and the process, and then making that match. Because as these employees, the temporary employees, go into one of our clients, they're an extension of ProSearch. So it's really important that we're making sure that we do our best to make the best possible placement of individuals into a job that they're going to be successful with. So it's a win-win, not only for them as a person getting a paycheck, learning about a new company through professional experience, doing the job, as well as on the client side, making sure that we are a great resource for them to turn to when they need help with their staffing. You're surely at a point where you probably have no idea what you want to do as far as a career. Many of us didn't. I had no idea when I was going through things that I would end up being director of business development for a staffing firm. But one thing that I've learned in the different moves along the way is that you really have to have a passion for what you're doing and a real belief in what you're doing as an organization. And what I mean by that is that my first job was in sales, and I didn't love it. It was hard. I wasn't sure that I believed in exactly what I was trying to sell to the end businesses and clients at the time, and it just didn't work for me. And so I stepped out of sales and went back into the operations, and this was in advertising sales at the time. And the more that I learned about the operations of this company and what we did and what we provided, that interest in sales really came out again. And it was because I believed in it and I knew how it was done, what the back end operations were. So it really allowed me to work with not only my internal team, but my external clients to make sure that we were giving them the best possible solution to their problems and their marketing needs at the time. And so when I transitioned here to ProSearch, I started all over again. But the real thing that made me make the switch was a belief in the company and a belief in the team, because they were a client of mine for many, many years. So I got to know a lot of the folks who worked there, and I love the way that they did business. And that is so key to me. And I think something, as you kind of look in your different spots along the way, as you look at different jobs and you experience those, is, what's the team like? And do they do the right thing? And are they honest? And are they taking care of their clients? Is the company taking care of their employees? Those are the things that you want to look for, because it's so important. And if you have those as you move forward, then you're really going to excel in your job. And you don't have to know. One thing with my kids, my daughter who's recently graduated from college and she's trying out teaching as a teacher's assistant, and my other two, my sons, it's that what is next? And you don't need to know right out of the gate. A good friend of mine told me as his kids graduated from college that he told his kids, I'm going to put you on a 5-year plan. You have 5 years, give or take, to try a couple jobs, figure out what you like, figure out what that passion is, and where are your interests, because you can't just chase money or chase this or that. You have to try a couple things, and when you find something that works, you'll know it. One thing to look for, as no matter where you are in your education, is kind of look for a mentor, whether it's that teacher or an older student, sibling, parent, friend, somebody who you can lean on and kind of ask questions and can help you guide you through things. I've had a couple in my career and still continue, and these are people that I know that I can lean on, ask any question, whether it's personal or professional, and they've helped guide me and guide me to be successful and hopefully in what I'm doing. So find that person or find that network and ask them questions and explore with them, because if you can find that person that you can lean on and who can share their experiences, it's just so valuable. And I think you'll really find that it helps you through school, through that first job, if you go to college, if you hop right into an apprentice program out of school and that's your route, it doesn't matter. Find that person that you can relate with, who can really help you and answer questions and be that sounding board. And as you walk through not only your education, but through work and life in general, I can't stress enough, find that mentor. It'll really help things. So to wrap things up, as you go through and kind of touch different careers and look at different paths that you do, find your interest, do your homework, see if it kind of meets the needs of what you might want out of a professional career. Will it give you the lifestyle that you're looking for? Or, and what I mean by lifestyle is it something that it's going to really envelop you for 50, 60 hours a week? Is it something that's going to give you a good work-life balance? And I know a lot of these kind of topics may be way out there right now, but as you look and as you understand things, you'll get a sense of, wow, here's a path that I want to explore. And don't be afraid to explore many. And very few people know exactly what they want to do and follow that pathway through their life. Some do it and some do it very successfully, but I think a lot of folks and individuals make many changes throughout their work and professional career. So don't be scared to explore. But again, the one thing, be committed to it, work hard, be nice to people along the way, give people credit who help you. Take, if you make a mistake, own it. Don't try and pass it off. And you'll see that over time, people will get to know you professionally by the way you handle things personally. So, best of luck. Thank you for listening, and I hope this was helpful.